So again, example one is basically an example of what we call an arithmetic sequence. We're always adding the same ratio or the same number to get to the next term, basically. And so there is a way to convert these types of sequences into an explicit formula using this formula, basically. It pretty much says that you just grab the d and you multiply it by n, and then your a0 is going to be first. So if I use that formula, the d will basically be the number that's written over at the end. So this is technically the d portion. So if I call that d, then according to the formula that we have in the box, your an in general should be the first term, which is 1, plus n times d, which in this case the d is 2, so basically 1 plus 2n. And that was our basically our guess. Okay, so let's try to use that same kind of logic to do the next problem. So in the next problem we have skydiver, and we have a speed, and so on and so forth. So it says this is the formula, the recursive formula that tells us the speed. And the question is, what's the speed of the skydiver after 60 seconds? Well, looking at this problem, I am told that sk is equal to sk minus 1 plus 9.8. And this is true when k is greater than or equal to 1. It seems like this formula fits exactly the definition that we had, or the theorem if you want. And so therefore I'm guessing that in this problem the d is gonna be 9.8. So with that in mind, I'm gonna make my guess. So we can rewrite the sk, we can rewrite the sk as sk equal to the a0, so the first term. Well, what's the first term when k is 0? And in the lower paragraph we're not told, so we're gonna leave it as s0 for now. And then d, which is 9.8 times k, where k represents the amount of seconds it's been. And keep in mind that this works as long as the k is greater than or equal to 1, basically. Alright, well, so again, the 9.8 is that number. Now, 60 seconds later, what are we gonna write? So at 60 seconds, that means we want s of 60. That's going to be s0 plus 9.8 times 60, and we can use the calculator to determine what this is. So it is going to be s0 plus, I believe it's 588, and so 588. Now assuming that the guy was sitting in the airplane and then jumped, we can basically replace s0 with basically 0. Because his initial speed was 0, he just left the airplane basically. So if we assume that, then s60 would be 588, and the speed is in meters per second. And so there we go.